Alright guys, so this is how we would cover trips here. So this is always a challenge because it's like you can't really run man and even zone can be weird. So the way we would run this is kind of like what I call a triangle coverage. So basically, in short, you'd have one guy up top, deep, and then two guys down below. The only difference is both guys on the edges have the ability to like carry receiver deep if he's running deep. So it's very likely that they're not going to send a ton of guys deep, but they might. But just generally speaking, like let's just say this guy's running a slant, maybe this guy runs a wheel or something like that. And then maybe this guy runs like a dig, right? We can uh, hopefully see like who everyone would cover. Because the idea here, and this is what makes hopefully we'll make this really simple, is just you just cover who is coming towards you. Right. So imagine all these routes getting run in real time. We think, all right, who is this cover looking at? Who's coming right at him? All right, it's obviously number two. So he can just cover number two, and then he's just going to lock on, right? This one is a little bit tricky, but I think generally speaking, you can see that this guy's kind of might be running away or running up. So this guy's looking for who's coming at him, and who's coming at him. It's number one, right? So he's going to cover this guy, and he's just going to lock, right? And then this deeper guy just knows to grab the guy who's kind of running right at him. That would be the idea there. And then this backside guy just is locked on man coverage. Okay, so one kind of like sketchy example of where this could be really tough is um, basically if we get like, oops, basically if we get like two like vertical routes from like the inside guys. I don't know why it's doing that, but then maybe this guy kind of runs a little bit deep and then cuts in. That's really tough because this guy is seeing that nobody's coming to him except for his guy, so he would probably just want to stick, right? And same with this guy. He's just getting the straight vertical route. So this guy's thinking, all right, I'm just covering this guy, but when he runs away from me, that's just a difficult route to cover because you're just kind of getting caught behind, right? So um, hopefully that's not going to get exploited because that's pretty much the only weakness. It'd be the same thing if we mirrored it, right? All right, let's back up. So the only other situation to be thinking about is if they're all bunched together. So if it's just like four guys right next to each other, what this will become is our cover two that I showed. So basically, very similar rules, maybe less focused on reading a guy, but just who's coming at you. We have two short guys down below and then two deep guys up above. If we get a bunch of guys going deep to the right, obviously this guy should cover back. Generally speaking, in zone coverage, we care more about the deep stuff and we'll come and rally to the short stuff. So we care more about covering deep than we do covering short. And then, of course, we can still always have a rusher in all of these situations.